Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will discuss about high level language. In the previous video, we had talked about low level language and assembly language. You can check the link in the description. Okay, what is high level language? If you talk about C language, C++, Java, Pascal, Perl, Ruby, PHP, and Visual Basic, Python, all of these are high level language. C and C++ are basically used for development of operating system. Okay. Java is used for developing different Android apps or so many other development. Pascal was old language. Perl, similarly, Perl is new. PHP is used as backend language, right? Python is used in so many projects right now of artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. You use Python. So if you want to pursue in these fields, you must have to learn Python. Clear? Similarly, Ruby and Visual Basic and Visual Net and C Sharp and so many other languages are there. Okay. Okay, what is high level language? These are the few examples of high level language. Okay. So, what is high level language? High level language is that language which is not directly understandable by computer. First of all, this point. Another thing is that we were discussing in the other types of languages as well, that high level language is understandable by human or not. So high level language is the most human understandable language. We can easily understand high level language, right? But it is more complex for a computer to understand high level language, though it is easy for us, right? And another thing is that high level language is independent of computer hardware architecture. It does not depend upon your architecture, your computer architecture, but it is same for all the architectures of computer, right? It does not depend upon your particular hardware design, that if you have this type of processor or this type of hardware architecture, then you can run that language on PC. No, it is independent of this thing. Clear? So it is one of the advantage of high level language that it is independent of computer hardware architecture, right? Another point is high level language is user friendly. Why user friendly? Because it is very easy for human being to understand this language, because it is written in simple English. Just few keywords or a syntax is followed in every particular language. Every language has its own syntax, but the basic layout of high level language is like English. No combinations of zeros and one, no particular words like assembly language, but it only consists of few English sentences, words, and with a combination of mathematical words, mathematical numbers, numerical values like 1, 2, 3, and up to so on, and it consists of a it has a particular syntax, right? Like, for example, you have seen in case of C or C++ or Python, etc. Right? Okay, machine language and assembly language were very slow languages, but high level language is developed to speed up the programming process. It is comparatively faster than those two, right? Why? Because it has not a long line of code. it has such a syntax that is easy to run on any computer, right? It is independent of computer hardware architecture, right? It is user friendly, and its libraries or its syntax or all of the things are not too much heavy. It does not require any particular processor to run high level language on your computer, but it run on all the computers of the world, right? So that is why, all because of all these reasons, high level language speed up the programming process. Okay, the next point is compiler and interpreter. What are they? We have discussed in our previous video that high level language is that language that is not directly understandable by computer. So we need a translator for high level language, ताकि कंप्यूटर हमारी बात समझ सके, उसके लिए हमें ट्रांसलेटर चाहिए. अब हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज में ट्रांसलेटर कौन होता है? या तो कंपाइलर होता है या फिर इंटरप्रेटर होता है. कुछ हाई लेवल लैंग्वेजेस में कंपाइलर होता है, जबकि कुछ हाई लेवल लैंग्वेजेस में इंटरप्रेटर होता है, राइट? Few high level languages use compiler as a translator, but few high level languages use interpreter as a translator. We will discuss in our next video that what is the difference between compiler and interpreter, right? But right now, only understand this, that what is compiler and what is interpreter. Both of these are translators. ट्रांसलेटर क्या करता है? ट्रांसलेटर कन्वर्ट करता है एक लैंग्वेज को दूसरी लैंग्वेज में. कंपाइलर क्या करता है? इट कन्वर्ट हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज इनटू मशीन कोड, ताकि वो कंप्यूटर अंडरस्टैंड कर सके. ठीक है, ट्रांसलेटर का बेसिक काम क्या था कि कंप्यूटर को वो लैंग्वेज समझ आ सके. ठीक है, ट्रांसलेटर हेल्प्स द कंप्यूटर इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग द ह्यूमन लैंग्वेज, राइट? Or any language in which programmer is writing, translator will help the computer to understand that language of programmer. Clear? So compiler and interpreter will convert the high level language into machine code so that high level language will be understandable by computer in the form of machine code, because computer will receive machine code with respect to that high level language code. Clear? Okay. Another thing is, in high level language, whenever you write a program in high level language, you use variables, arrays, objects, arithmetic and boolean operations, functions, loops, threads, right? We will study all of these one by one, but for right now, you just get these concepts. You just listen to these terms, that these of all of these are used in high level language. As we have discussed in assembly language, that registers or stacks or memory addresses are used in assembly language. Similarly, in high level languages, variables are used to store data. Similarly, you will study the concept of arrays. What is array? Then different arithmetic and boolean operations are there, and you will study about object oriented programming, like how you will deal with objects and classes. Then you write different functions in high level language, and for, while and do while loops are there. So many things are there in high level language. Okay, so it is very interesting to learn all of this, and we will learn all one by one. So this was all about high level language. Examples of high level language are these one. Okay? These are few examples just. There's so many other examples also. Okay? So that's all for today. I hope you get it, and if you like my video, share with your friends, and subscribe the channel for more videos, and stay up to date. Thank you so much.